Welcome to my channel, where your adventure into the future starts right now. Step into a vibrant universe filled with groundbreaking technology, breathtaking alien landscapes, and exhilarating sci-fi narratives that challenge your imagination. From daring explorations of distant galaxies to haunting journeys through dystopian societies, we uncover the most captivating stories and innovative ideas that will shape the world of tomorrow. Subscribe today and join us on an incredible intergalactic voyage that promises to inspire and thrill. The universe is vast, stretching across billions of stars and countless planets. Many of these worlds harbor intelligent life, each species evolving in ways that are shaped by their unique environments. In the endless wars that have ravaged the galaxy, mercenaries have become a staple force for hire, hired by governments, corporations, and even criminal syndicates to fight in battles that span across solar systems. Some mercenaries come from peaceful planets, their lives shaped by the conveniences of modern technology, comfortable living conditions, and predictable environments. Others hail from worlds that foster incredible warriors, shaping them into experts in battle and strategy. But there is one group of soldiers, one force that the galaxy's best mercenaries fear more than any other: the Deathworlder Special Forces. These warriors, whose very existence has been forged in a crucible of unrelenting brutality, represent something beyond mere warfare. They represent nature's most terrifying response to violence, a force that is born not just to fight, but to survive and conquer any challenge, no matter the cost. Deathworlders come from a planet that is so hostile to life that it seems as though it was created with the express purpose of destroying anything that dares to take root there. The environment is a living, breathing hazard that forces any species to adapt or die. The fauna is vicious, the flora lethal, and the weather and terrain unforgiving. From the frozen tundras that freeze the air solid to the vast, dense jungles teeming with deadly, predatory creatures, the Deathworlder's planet is a nightmare for any unprepared traveler. It is a place where even the smallest misstep can be fatal. The wildlife is as dangerous as any military weapon, with enormous predators that stalk the shadows, their senses so acute that they can detect the slightest movement. The plants are equally hazardous, some capable of paralyzing or poisoning any creature that comes too close. The terrain itself is treacherous, shifting in ways that are difficult to predict: rivers that suddenly flood, mountains that collapse without warning, and ground that can swallow you whole in a matter of seconds. For the Deathworlders, however, this environment is not a death sentence, it is home. It is here that they are born, raised, and trained. The brutality of their world shapes them from the moment they open their eyes. Every instinct they possess is honed for survival, every skill they learn is focused on one purpose: to overcome their surroundings, to fight back against the horrors of their environment, and to emerge victorious against anything that would seek to kill them. For them, survival is not just a concept, it is a way of life. Every step, every breath, every action is a testament to their determination to outlast their planet's deadly forces. Deathworlder Special Forces, then, are the apex warriors that emerge from this world of unending challenges. Unlike mercenaries or soldiers from more peaceful planets, Deathworlders do not train for specific battles or wars, they train to survive, period. Their drills are not about perfecting advanced tactics for a set scenario, they are about building the mental and physical toughness needed to endure in the most extreme conditions. Deathworlder training is a test of endurance and willpower that would break any ordinary soldier. They are conditioned to go without food, to fight through pain, to operate with minimal resources, and to think on their feet in situations where death is a constant companion. From an early age, a Deathworlder learns to adapt to any situation. They are raised in an environment where failure is not an option, where the consequences of losing are too severe to contemplate. In the wilds of their planet, each encounter with a predator, each struggle against the environment, is an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. The training itself is brutal: long stretches of time spent in hostile environments, from arid deserts to frozen wastelands, forcing their bodies to adapt to extremes of temperature, altitude, and exposure. Every moment of their existence is spent learning how to fight, how to survive, and how to thrive under the worst conditions imaginable. The physical transformation that takes place during this training is remarkable. Deathworlders are stronger, faster, and more durable than the average mercenary or soldier. Their reflexes are lightning fast, their senses are honed to an almost supernatural degree, and their bodies are conditioned to withstand levels of physical stress that would incapacitate most species. Their bones are denser, their muscles more powerful, and their cardiovascular systems more efficient than those of most other beings. These warriors can survive extreme temperatures, traverse hazardous landscapes, and fight for days without rest. Their bodies are not just tough, they are weapons in their own right, built for battle and designed to outlast any foe. Mentally, Deathworlders are equally formidable. Their training focuses not just on physical endurance, but on mental toughness and psychological resilience. They are taught to face danger without fear, to confront overwhelming odds with calm and calculated precision. Fear is something they have learned to overcome, and they are taught to use it against their enemies. The psychological conditioning they undergo is designed to make them see combat not as a challenge, but as an opportunity to prove their superiority and to ensure their survival. They do not know what it means to retreat or surrender. To them, failure is an unacceptable outcome, and they will fight until there is nothing left to fight for or until they have won. This mindset sets them apart from mercenaries who fight for profit or glory. Mercenaries are often trained to pursue objectives for a reward, and when things become too dangerous or difficult, many will abandon a mission or retreat. But for a Deathworlder, the very concept of retreat is alien. They do not fight for wealth, they do not fight for recognition, they fight because it is in their nature to do so. They fight because it is the only way they know how to live. For a Deathworlder, combat is a way of life, an extension of their very being. And when they enter a battle, they do so with the single-minded goal of crushing their enemies. They are not motivated by fear of death or loss, they are driven by an unyielding determination to succeed at any cost. For the mercenaries who have the misfortune of facing Deathworlder special forces, the encounter is one that can be described only as a nightmare made real. Even the most seasoned warriors, those who have fought in the toughest conflicts across the galaxy, find themselves outmatched when they face these terrifying soldiers. The Deathworlder's strength, speed, and tactical cunning make them nearly unstoppable in combat. What makes them even more dangerous is their ability to adapt to any situation, no matter how dire. They can take on entire battalions of well-armed soldiers, slipping through defenses with ease, striking at their enemies from unexpected angles, and exploiting weaknesses in ways that no other force could imagine. In battle, a Deathworlder does not simply fight to defeat their enemies, they fight to destroy them. Their tactics are ruthless and efficient, often involving guerrilla warfare, surprise attacks, and psychological warfare designed to shatter the enemy's morale. They move like shadows, silently stalking their prey and striking when the enemy is most vulnerable. Their combat style is brutal and direct, designed to incapacitate or kill as quickly and efficiently as possible. They are not interested in capturing prisoners or negotiating terms, they are only interested in one thing: victory. For alien mercenaries, the psychological toll of facing Deathworlder's special forces is perhaps the most crippling aspect of their encounters. Mercenaries are used to the chaos and violence of battle, but they are not prepared for the sheer intensity and ferocity of the Deathworlders. The knowledge that they are facing opponents who are not just fighting to win but fighting to survive can cause even the most hardened mercenaries to hesitate, to second-guess their decisions, and ultimately to fear the unknown. The terror that arises from facing a Deathworlder is not just physical, it is psychological. The pressure of knowing that there is no escape, no retreat, and no possibility of surrender is enough to break the spirits of even the most battle-tested warriors. Even the most advanced technology and weaponry cannot protect mercenaries from the Deathworlder's relentless assault. Advanced armor, high-powered weapons, and battle tactics that have brought down entire fleets of alien forces are rendered ineffective when faced with the sheer brutality and adaptability of the Deathworlders. Their ability to exploit weaknesses in any battlefield, their skill at exploiting terrain and environment, and their uncanny ability to predict and counter enemy strategies make them a force that cannot be easily defeated. The name of the Deathworlder Special Forces is spoken in hushed tones across the galaxy. It is a name that strikes fear into the hearts of even the bravest mercenaries and soldiers. Their reputation is one of sheer terror, earned through countless campaigns and conflicts in which they emerged victorious against impossible odds. When a Deathworlder unit is deployed, it is understood that no one is safe, not even the mercenaries who have fought on the front lines of wars across the galaxy. The Deathworlders bring with them a force of nature, a primal fury that cannot be tamed and cannot be stopped. And for those who have the misfortune of facing them, it is a battle they may never walk away from.